Yeah, good morning, MarketChameleon.com. I'm Adam. That's Will. What's up, brother?
Not much. What's cooking, bro?
Oh, man, living the dream today, man. Everybody remember, click the subscribe button. Like us
What?
on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if you're on the Chameleon, subscribe for that 7-day free trial so you can follow along with the data and analytics that we're using. What data and analytics you going to bring us today, brother?
What data and analytics
Dude,
am I going to bring you?
I don't know what data is.
I'm gonna, I'm
Everybody,
gonna,
be
I'm gonna
careful
share the
out there.
screen.
We are just giving you ideas. We are not telling you what to do. Option trading is risky. Take care out there, everybody. There's the disclaimer. Man, lots to get into today. Lots to get into, man. Are you ready?
I'm gonna share my screen like every other day and
Oh
show
my
you
God. First thing on my
chameleon.
list is I see a quote from the UK Culture Secretary. And I don't even know why that exists, on why that is even something within the government of the United Kingdom. But he says the era of self-regulation as far as internet companies go is over. And Zuckerberg, I think, is meeting with him today. God help us all. Everybody say a little
Yep.
prayer.
That may be the end of the chameleon.
Dude, I'm telling you, people, don't wish for Zuckerberg's going in there going, you need to regulate us. We need massive, massive regulation. He wants the regulation, guys. He wants it. Because guess what? When he has that regulation, guess what happens? McBride in a garage is going to have a very, very difficult time competing in the UK with Facebook, because I'm going to have to meet a whole bunch of regulations, and it's not going to happen. I mean, Zuckerberg's walking in there praying for regulations, man. Oh, it's ugly, dude.
Could be interesting. That's for sure. Could be interesting.
Dude,
You're
you
right,
need to
though.
get
It doesn't-
angry,
it
man. You
doesn't-
need to
it
come
doesn't
on
aff-
Twitter with
it
me. Fight for this thing, man.
doesn't affect the Zuckerbergs or the Bezos or the Google princes of Google who just bring goodness to the world.
Oh,
It affects every
dude, but
little
they're saying
person.
like, oh, we're gonna make online safe again, or what? I'm like, when is it not safe? How is online not safe right now, Will? Tell me.
Well, there are risks to your personal data.
Oh,
You do
come
not
on, man. You know what the
you do
biggest
not
risk is? To
own
my
your
feelings,
personal
dude. That's the
data.
biggest risk right now
It's
online, is my feelings might get hurt, dude. That's the biggest risk. Come on.
Yeah, the risk is really changing something that we all have grown to enjoy and use, and that has become very active in our life, and now it needs to be regulated. So
You hippie,
we'll-
you socialist, commie, what are you talking about? It needs to be regulated?
it's
Needs.
it's it's
Are
they
you
we need
insane?
less.
You've
They
lost your
want
mind, dude.
we need less channels. They're going to turn off the internet.
Oh,
There'll only be you'll have the Facebook option, the Amazon option, the Netflix option.
we need to be regulated. Oh my God, man. You
Well,
take
it's
that
gonna
back,
be
dude. You take that back.
it's it's gonna be a roughie. So I was actually going through the important chameleon data you were asking about this morning, and I saw this Hess. Man, that Christmas bottom was a great opportunity. This is
Yep.
one of the oil companies. It's been up 8 days in a row. I still believe. I mean, if you look at Hess, it's long-term chart. I mean, its high was 101.
Mm-hmm.
It was recent high was 71. It's almost halfway back to that, a little
Okay.
more than halfway back to that. Uh, these oils are something to look at and keep an eye on. If this trade deal goes through, you could have higher highs coming in the oils. I looked to take advantage of it. I looked at some quickly screened for some credit put spreads to take advantage of a continued bullish move in the stock. And there are a whole bunch in Hess that give you the theoretical edge. We like high win rates and nice yields if the stock sits or continues to drift higher. And you have a cushion. I mean, a cushion here, 10%, 12%. So a lot of opportunities in Hess. I'm sure the oils in general, they're probably still a chunk of opportunities in here. Big ETF to keep an eye on is XLE in this space. So that's the first one that came off just the streaming data that I was looking at. The other one was some unusual call activity in MTW. Where was that? Right here. This interested me when I was scrolling through, and it looks like someone, if you click on the view details, it looks like it was March that they were really coming at. The open interest was 3,600, 22,000 contracts traded. A little digging.
What is
into
that? That's MTW.
MTW. A little digging into it. It is a large machinery construction farm equipment manufacturer. Competes with the likes of Cat and John Deere. I know those two names have been hit basically because of this lingering trade battle. This may be someone just speculating that this stock, which I looked just a quick snapshot at the summaries. I mean, it's got right here, it just announced earnings, so its P's, pretty reasonable.
Yep.
It's down near its 52-week low. It bounced yesterday. Probably a lot of that on that call activity.
Sure.
But I look at this as more as a straight, either piggyback the calls or play the stock. But it's something to put on the radar. It looks like someone's placing a bet that this trade deal is going to go through. Something interesting. I wanted to get your thoughts on your beloved Elon Musk.
I heard somebody say the stock's going to go to 4,000.
All right.
Kind of got to laugh about that one, but, am I a believer in Tesla? I believe in Musk, but I don't know, man.
I mean, listen,
that space we've talked about it numerous times. It is, there are going to be winners and losers, I'm sure, but it is a tough call, man. Very tough.
It is a tough call, and who knows where these driverless, how much of a benefit even having a driverless car when there are no laws on the books about.
Oh, here we go, man. Again, with the regulate, we need to regulate. How are we supposed to know if this is going to be safe? Will, how are we supposed to know?
They don't. But at one time there were no.
Dude, we need to go back to that, man. We need to go back to no speed limits. We need to get out of the way. Let fast people go fast, man. That's what we need to do.
Everyone, we should
listen to crickets.
We should give everyone cars. That's what we should do. Everyone should have a car. Doesn't almost everyone have a car?
I would say this is the problem with Tesla and all the. I mean, it's just a very, very complicated space because it's not just about the cars anymore. It's not about people buying cars. It's about the entire industry and infrastructure and how the cars relate to delivery. And not just delivery of people, but delivery of goods. It's very, very possible that the whole thing is like one massive infrastructure where it's not only delivering people and moving bodies, it's moving stuff around. And those things can work hand in hand. And it's just tough. There's so many different players, big companies. Everybody's got, an oar in the water here trying to figure out how this thing's going to work. And, I don't know. It's tough. It's interesting how it works.
Do you know why I'm bringing up this stock?
Why?
Yeah. Yesterday, they had another executive departure.
Oh yeah. They've had 40 people, executives move on in the last 3 years or something like that was the number. Their
general counsel leaves after 2 months.
Yeah.
It just seems like, man, it is either a very demanding place to work because of the
pressure,
and the key focus of the leader, or it's just a very sketchy place to work. It's
hard to say.
It's one or the other. But I mean, he's obviously a genius and runs amazingly fast. But there are also risks there. I mean, this general counsel was probably charged with monitoring the tweets, trying to keep him under control, and
good luck with that. Right?
I mean, this is my simple man's
Yeah, you're
opinion.
reading into it. Who knows exactly, but
Yeah. So you just again it all of a sudden you get a series of tweets in this stock. It's retesting the 240 level.
dude, I have my
Uh,
buy sell account linked to his Twitter account. I have an AI reading it, and we just buy and sell based on his tweets.
well, it's been in an interestingly tight range recently. Anyways, I just did a quick screen of bearish spreads where you can take advantage of if the market, if it continues to drift lower, or even if it just sits here. I mean, and a lot of this is based on the volatility priced into the options, but you can have cushions of 24, 25,
Not
27%
bad.
and still some yields.
I mean, the
So
one thing
just
to think about, dude, as you're showing us the numbers there, the one thing to think about that's just popping in my mind is like who's going to be better, knowing that this may be winners and losers in this space may be based on deals done and potentially deals done and kind of if these companies fuse together with other companies or who knows what, but who better than Musk would you like to get deals done or move your company in a direction?
I would have said Sir
I
Bezos.
know, yeah,
Uh,
yep.
but he's got his own series of issues that he's trying to work at.
It's
It's hard,
interesting because there are just so many players in this space,
it,
right?
it's it's hard to be a rock star
Mm-hmm.
uh, tech tech superstar at the moment.
Yep.
A lot of
A lot of pressure.
moving parts out there.
Yep.
You're not just a kid coming out of a dorm room anymore.
Yep.
You're leading large organizations that are going through uh, massive situations in their growth. So
I mean,
it's
you
it's
think about it too with Uber. What Uber and Lyft are going to go public later this year. I think that puts those companies at a huge disadvantage to be able to have the flexibility they need to change to what the market's going to really want going forward. Um, you know, I don't know, man. You just gotta protect your
well,
downside, right?
usually the market at some point wants the stock to make some money, which is kind of what Tesla's battled towards,
Yep.
and is in a sense figured it out. But I think it's it's a very thin ice type of situation.
Yep.
Uber and Lyft, it's going to be very interesting because they've really just driven growth.
Absolutely.
They've bought customer acquisition, customer, and now they have large usership, and really they're a bus company.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's your margin in bus, delivering people?
Dude, did you just say they're a bus company, dude? I am writing that one down, man. That's the quote of the day.
So
Basically,
that
it's a
doesn't make
bus company.
that doesn't
Would
make
you
any money.
invest in Greyhound?
It's interesting what an app can create. So we'll see. You're gonna have to, when those go public, you're gonna have to watch a couple things very closely when the tie-ups end. So when can people start selling their shares?
Yep.
And there is going to be a lot of short pressures on those stocks.
Mhm.
So it's going to be an interesting spot to trade options. Some very interesting volatility, and it's going to be a rush for those entities to then start making money. Right? They're talking, tens of $billions in valuation in these two
Oh,
companies.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's going to be very, very interesting.
Yep.
Next, unless you had something else to go to, I just did a quick screen of covered calls out there, looking for win rates above 90%. This is a great back tester for anyone who wants to just screen for covered calls. And there were a whole bunch to choose from. With the strategy was of putting on the covered call was better than just owning the stock. 83 pages of 83 entries. But I also then went and I wanted to see, this is the nice thing, I can check all my watch lists, which was a really nice thing, because then I could look at things I'm either owning or thinking about owning.
Yep.
And there were a few that appeared here. SPY is one, EEM. So it's again a nice feature to have, is your watch list set up. And then against all the back testers, you can just immediately put them in and see if there are any opportunities. So I just wanted to reiterate how important it is to build your watch lists.
Have you did you happen to see what happened what the announcement by Samsung yesterday?
I did not see that.
You didn't see that folding phone?
No.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You know what? By folding, do you mean bring back the flip phone?
I love the flip phone, man. I wish it was that. I wish it was my phone, but then just folded in half, so the thing is the size of half the size of itself that opens to full size. That's what I want, man. I want a smaller phone, dude. But they keep getting just bigger, like it's going to be a TV in your pocket. No, basically they've taken your phone, your iPhone or whatever, that size, and doubled it basically. So it's your phone size, and then you push a button and it opens up, and it's got one giant screen that's double the size of your current screen. They want to sell it for around $2,000. Are you in?
I'm out.
I'm out. Honestly, I'm out too, dude. I'm not a fan, dude. I honestly, for me, this is too big for me now, man. This big thing, it slips out of my hand. It's too big. I want smaller, man.
I mean, I can do a lot of my daily work on the phone, which is a great thing.
Yep.
It's also a curse, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly, man.
It never ends, and it's a societal issue. And I mean, the one thing our children are being trained well for is to sit in front of screens.
Yep.
But for us, we came from a different, you get on me all the time. I don't let my Twitter pop up. Don't, all the social mechanisms I'm not alerted to immediately other than someone texting me, because that's a lot of important people have that access. I'll receive a text pop up, but everything else is, when I get to it, I get to it, which means
off. Yep.
for the Twitter feed, Facebook feed, those type of things I never get to.
Yep.
Because it's doesn't sit high up on the importance.
For me though, guys, you hit me up on Twitter, I'm right there, man. Boom.
I know you're great at it. That's your thing. I think since you have donned that great hoodie picture, your Twitter followers have quadrupled.
From 10 to 14.
They love bald guys in orange hoodies. Staring down at something. I'm assuming that's your Twitter account.
Staring down at life, brother. It's deep thoughts, man.
No, you're supposed to look up at life.
Remember, everybody, if you are on us on YouTube, watching us on YouTube, click the subscribe and tick that bell to get notified in the morning that we are live. And if you're watching us on the Chameleon right now, click that free trial button and start following along with the data and analytics. It'll give you 7 days free trial to see what we're all about and make sure it works for your trading model. So you got anything else for us today, brother?
Well, this is my last day, first holiday in about 10 years where I'm not doing anything.
Dude,
on the
living the dream.
So,
going to be cruising on a small boat. They don't even call it a ship because it's not long enough. It's not big enough, right? Small private cruise to the Caribbean islands.
Yes, it should be quite wonderful.
Dude.
And so I wanted to give a quick look at the stock seasonality screener by month.
Yeah.
And just do a quick look into anything that's coming up next month. So I did years of observation, at least 8, average return. And remember, this is just a hold into just the month of March. Average return above 2.5%, median above 2.5%. I looked at market cap over 20 billion, see if we could get any larger names up there. And calendar month obviously is March. And first one on the list is Apple. 73% positive observations in the month of March. So interest in average return 6%, best 17, median +4, almost +5, 4.9. Another one, Bank of America, popped up. We can search. Let's see if we can search by number of positive observations.
Well, I'm just hoping Apple can get me. Why can't I have 2 apps on my phone at the same time running concurrently? I just don't get it, man. Why they can't make that happen? Why?
Well, here's another waste management. Anyone who has their trash picked up, they're purveyor.
Anybody who makes garbage.
Excuse me, waste management. It's Walmart, which is not waste management. WMT,
yeah,
which just had some big earnings.
Yeah, they outperformed for sure.
Obviously, if this has any pull, 82%, if this trade deal goes through, watch out for Walmart. That could be very bullish for Walmart in March.
Now, you think, I mean, that's just because most of their suppliers are in China. That's why that's the positive news for Walmart on that.
I bet you 99% of the stuff on their shelves actually touches some piece of China mainland.
Yeah,
I'd be bet. So that would be beneficial, I think, for Walmart.
Sure.
Other than that, they already, it seems to have some March pull.
Interesting.
Yum Brands is another one.
That might be the tip of the day right there. Everybody hit on a swivel on that one. That's good stuff.
And actually, just so you know, there's that back tested through 93,000 possible entries down to 107. So
nice.
A lot of things to look at in that seasonality screener.
Nice, dude. Good stuff, my man.
All right.
Yeah. Good stuff, dude. Walmart. Driving cars, self-driving cars, Walmart. It's going to be interesting, man. We live in magical times. I say it almost every day. We are living in incredible times.
Let's try to stay out of the way.
If we can
or get to the voting booth and change everything.
No, seriously, what we just need is a little bit more regulation. Everything will be great once we just do a little more.
Dude, please, people, please, can we just get out of these companies' way? We need to get out of their way.
We don't need more regulation.
Look at the socialist over. Look, he's in his red today. The red commie.
I just sent my money to Bernie. Highest raising day ever yesterday.
Oh, really? How much did he raise yesterday?
25,000 donors.
How many?
Sent in money.
How many?
25,000. 25,000 donors.
Each given 50 cents? How much was each person given? What was the total raised?
Oh, it was millions. He is well on his way.
Free stuff for all, man. Everything free, dude. As my son says, my son says to me when he was like 6, he says, I don't know, it was tax time. And I told him, we're organized. We're paying our taxes. We got to figure out how much we owe in taxes. Well, what's taxes, Daddy? And I'm like, it's when we give money to the government so they can, poorly run our school systems and wastefully build our roads. And he said, why do they take the money? And I said, well, they need money to do, to poorly make the roads and poorly run the schools. And he said, but why don't they just print more money and not take your money? And I said, well,
oh boy, you're going down that
the
rabbit
beauty
hole
of this,
morning.
dude, is they do both. They take our money and they print additional money. So head on a swivel, everybody.
Yeah.
Head on a swivel.
It's a good retirement package.
Man.
And people wonder why Bitcoin has
has legs.
Some interesting parties.
Dude, diversify, man. Diversify. All right, everybody. That's
Always
good stuff today.
Wait, one last thing. You may want to announce to everyone your change of schedule.
All right, tomorrow we're gonna go after hours tomorrow. We're not gonna do it in the morning. We're gonna do after hours with Dimitri. A lot of people have been psyched about having Dimitri on. Dimitri's gonna give us a different look.
Another show.
He likes to dive deep, so who knows where that craziness is gonna go. Me and Dimitri are gonna be here in the afternoon. How long you on vacation, man? Touring the Caribbean?
I will be back. I have leave tomorrow, and I'll be back the following 2 Saturdays.
Come on,
I'll be there.
Are you serious?
Yep.
2 weeks of touring the Caribbean?
Well, not 2 weeks. 1 week through the Caribbean, and then I come back. So I
get you. Yeah. One first day. I got you. So you're only a week.
It's a typical American vacation. Yeah, but I haven't taken a week where I've been away from I'm leaving everything here.
Oh, even your phone?
Actually,
no phone? No nothing, right? They said there's no Wi-Fi, no nothing.
I'm getting off the plane and just
throwing the phone.
Yeah.
What are you going to take your pictures with if you don't have your phone, dude?
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a great time. Everybody, take care. Remember, click the subscribe button if you are on YouTube, and we'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. Have a great day trading, everyone.
Start to March.